I am the manager. It's my job to complete the QA report. My hands are typing furiously, trying to record everything I hear, listening to the series of recordings from a few hours before. I'm enraged with the fellow's words directed at my dispatcher in more than one of those recordings. This patient is going to die and it's your fault. The dispatcher is 22, the same age as my oldest son. They were classmates in 7th grade on 9/11/2001, when terrorists bombed our city trying to destroy us. Little did they know that many were inspired by the heroes of that day to follow in their footsteps. She was one of those. It was me who later convinced her to become a dispatcher. It was me who allowed the decision to break policy and leave her working alone that night. That decision led to her sobs in the very last recording that I listened to. Everything was fine until 4 a.m. The events over the next hour went from bad to worse. A patient with an esophageal tear presents in the ED and needs to be transferred for surgery. A critical care unit is assigned. Multiple phones are ringing. The dispatcher is on the phone, and a garbled radio communication comes over from the crew. The dispatcher assumes they were communicating the signal for on scene. There are 3 calls from an angry fellow looking for the ambulance. The dispatcher is unable to contact the crew on the radio. The crew contacts dispatch to advise that they are loading the assault victim they have been flagged down for. That was the garbled radio transmission 45 minutes earlier. The dispatcher calls the fellow to explain what happened. He screams at her to get another ambulance. She doesn't have another ambulance. He screams, "The patient is going to die and it is your fault." The patient made it to the OR alive, but in really poor condition. I called the dispatcher while working on this story, now 26 with some experience under her belt. "Do you remember it? Do you ever think about it?" I asked her. "All the time," she answered. "But I already knew that, because I do too." I think about her sobs. "Did the patient die?" she asked me. "No," I lied. "He made it." The truth is, I didn't know and never wanted to.